Welcome back to the studios of Hala Kuwait, dear viewers, after this report. And we have been joined by our second and final guest for this evening, Anoop Anand, Ayurvedic practitioner. So we're going to be talking with him about herbal medication, which actually a lot of people do turn to. Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Great. Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you back with us, Anoop. And it's always a great conversation, and we get to know a lot about herbal medicine.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, can you tell us more about the field of herbal medicine?
Herbal medicine, as you know, is a branch of medicine wherein we use herbs or herbal plant-based products. So
Yes.
there are many kinds of herbal medicines in the present day world, like Ayurveda, homeopathy, Chinese system of medicine, Islamic
Right.
medicine, Tibetan medicine. So of all of them, the common thing is that they are all holistic in their approach. Holistic in the sense they include the body and the mind in consideration. Like if your body is healthy, your mind will be healthy.
Right.
If your mind is not healthy, your body will not be healthy. So it's interrelated. Moreover, there are the other thing about this is that while treating, we take care of the diet, the lifestyle, and the medicine. Medicine
Yes.
comes the last. So if you take care of your diet, if you are having healthy food, if you are having healthy lifestyle, half of your disease is treated. And then if needed, we can go for the medicine part.
Yes, and I think you touched on something important, and we do hear about a lot, which is if you're in a positive mindset, you're able to really fight any disease, your body is in better shape.
Yeah.
And also our lifestyle is very important. We can't only rely on medication.
Very true.
Which is very true, as you said. So you also mentioned a few herbal medications. Which is the best one or the most commonly used one?
See, I would like to share a story related to this. There was a boy who went to a Vaidya, means the Ayurvedic practitioner, and he asked that I want to learn Ayurveda. What should I do?
Yes.
So the Vaidya, he told, first I'll take a test for you. You go and search all around the world and find a plant which is not a medicine.
Okay.
This boy went everywhere, and in the end he came up empty-handed, and he said, there is nothing that is not a medicine.
Right.
The same way, there is nothing that is the best. There are many good herbs, but it's depending upon the condition,
Right.
depending upon the climate also. So there are many good herbs, like we can say Indian gooseberry, amla, aloe vera is good, echinacea is good,
Yes.
ginkgo biloba is good, Indian ginseng, ashwagandha. There are many herbs like that.
Right.
But it's up to our body requirement, our body constitution. A body constitution is something that we don't look into. We look into
Yes.
standard average stereotypes. No, every person is different. Every person's body requirement is different. So we need to treat according to that.
That's right, because sometimes a certain product or medication would work for me, but not for the other
Yeah.
person. So I'm guessing this also applies to
Very
herbal
true.
medication.
Yeah.
So it's definitely different from case to case
Yes,
and
very true.
disease to another. But what can herbal medication actually heal? That's what I really want to know about.
Herbal medication can heal anything if the doctor is qualified, experienced, and God willing, the disease is curable. Herbal medicine can cure any and every disease. So basically, but most of the people who use herbal medicines are using for like common problems like common cold, throat
Right.
pain, like that. They're using for chronic conditions like diabetes, hypertension, arthritis, gout,
Yes.
and even for paralysis, for rehabilitation of paralytic patients, we are using the treatments. And common problems like nowadays, it's irritable bowel syndrome. It's very common.
That's right.
So people are coming for herbal treatments for that also. And skin diseases like psoriasis, which is very
Right.
difficult.
That's true, because I've always even seen on social media that people that are dealing with psoriasis are usually turning to herbal medication
Yes.
and trying out new methods just to see if they can get anywhere
Yes,
with
because
the
quick
skin
fixes
condition.
doesn't work.
Yes. So with herbal medication, I'm understanding that we're supposed to use it over a period of time.
Yes.
Okay, we'll get more into that. But I want to know, can herbal medicine actually heal severe problems? You know, we're talking about the bigger issues, because we've heard stories about herbal medication in cancer.
Yes.
And how true is that?
Yeah, herbal medications does help in treating diseases like cancer. Like in fact, if you go through some internet reports and all,
Yes.
there was a practitioner in Karnataka in India. he is not an educated person. He was a like traditional healer.
Yes.
And scientifically, we have proved that the herbs that he used to give actually killed cancer cells. So even cancer can also be treated with Ayurveda, but it needs a lot of effort, diet, lifestyle, everything, and internal medicines as well.
That's right. So we definitely cannot just rely on the herbal medicine and expect it to really solve more severe medical issues.
Yeah, and if needed, like in extreme conditions like emergencies, maybe we'll have to complement allopathy and Ayurvedic side by side. And life support systems are very good in modern medicines than in traditional.
Yes.
So at times we'll need to take a support from modern system also, but Ayurveda is good also, effective in the serious conditions.
Yes. So for example, you spoke about how herbal medicine can go hand in hand with different types of medicine. So can we say that a patient that is already on, the usual medication we get from hospitals, can they have it with herbal medication? Can it be like a combination for the case?
It can be had because herbal medication is like the food that you eat.
Yes.
Food is also plant-based. So if you can have your food with the medicine, you can also have the herbal medications.
Yes, definitely. So with anything in life, there's always risks, even with normal medication. So are there any risks with herbal medicine or anything we should be expecting?
See, practically there is no risk, but there are people who accuse that herbal medications may contain heavy metals.
Yes.
See, these herbal medications, where it comes from plants, and plants, they grow in soil.
Yes.
So if the soil has heavy metals, the plant can naturally take it. So, but the risk that is associated with this is like taking your own food.
Yes.
If you can take the risk of eating food, you can take the risk of having plant-based medicines also. But the risk is very less as compared to the benefits involved.
So before we jump into the benefits, so I'm understanding that it's very similar to organic food. So it really depends on where we actually get the herbs from. So we might not have these risks if we make sure the herbs are coming from cleaner soils.
Yeah.
Definitely. So what about the benefits? That's what I really want to know about of taking medicine.
First and foremost benefit of taking Ayurvedic or herbal medications is that herbal medications, when we use for treating a particular condition, we try to balance the body.
Yes.
So maybe a person might come for a treatment of a particular condition, and we might be treating that particular condition, but he may also be suffering from some other conditions that also gets treated while treating this condition, because we are trying to balance the body. And once the body is balanced, in Ayurveda we call it Vata, Pitta and Kapha. In Chinese medicine they call it Yin and Yang.
Yes, that's right.
So we balance those, so all the body becomes healthy. So no new disease comes up. Like sometimes we take some medicine for one condition, but we end up having some other disease condition.
That's right.
So in Ayurveda it doesn't happen. So taking herbal medicines is safe, effective, and there are no side effects.
That's great. Hopefully no one will experience any side effects, and definitely I think if they stick to the right lifestyle that goes with the herbal medication, everything should be okay. So how long does it take for herbal medication to actually start working?
It depends upon what treatment are we taking. Like for example, there is a treatment called MSS treatment.
Yes.
We make the patient vomit.
Interesting.
With medically.
Okay.
So there is a condition where a patient, he came with severe acidity, and we gave one single session of MSS treatment, and that was the end for it. So immediate effect also is there, and there are some conditions where it might take up to 3 to 4 months to show the result.
Definitely.
Yeah, but the results do start within like 15-20 days, but it takes 3 to 4 months.
Yes, I think the example you gave is great, because I do know that a lot of people are on medication on a daily basis for acidity. So in some cases, people should expect immediate
so there are treatments. There are treatments which are faster. There are treatments which are slower.
Definitely. So what is the importance of herbal medicine in our lives?
See, herbal medicine importance, if you say, there are it is very important, especially in this present COVID scenario. You understood that it took a very long time, means we were almost helpless when the COVID first came.
That's right.
So in such conditions, this herbal medicines is like a mathematical formula. You fix it correct way, any disease can be cured.
Yes.
And there is no dearth for herbal medication. anything around you is a medicine. And we say that your kitchen is your best pharmacy. You can take the medicines from your kitchen.
That's right. And there's a lot of recipes we see online, honestly, for herbal medication that we can just use from our kitchen. Do you advise of that?
Very true.
Can you give us an example of something we can use like for a common cold or anything at home?
Simple thing, honey, a mixture of honey, lemon, dry ginger powder.
Yes.
If you mix it together and have it like 3-4 times a day, half teaspoons,
Perfect.
it's good for common cold.
Really helps.
Yeah.
And if you remember, during COVID, everyone was going out to buy honey and even turmeric and a lot of ginger, just so that, you know, they can try and stay away from COVID, or even if they have it, they can start healing at home.
But again, the thing is, you should be under a proper guidance of a proper doctor. Otherwise, what happens is that people, they overdo it.
Yes.
I also had cases who had this so many times that they ended up having irritable bowel syndrome.
Right.
And lost 20 kilos in 1 month.
Just from overdoing it with the herbal medication. So what's your advice for someone looking to get into herbal medicine, to start taking it and having it in their lifestyle? Who should they see? Do they go to a doctor,
They
a
should
store?
first meet a qualified herbal practitioner. And after that, the herbal practitioner should analyze the person as a whole,
Yes.
identify the body constitution, then accordingly, the medicines are suggested.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, Anoop, thank you so much for all the information and for really helping us understand what herbal medicine is.
Pleasure is all mine.
Thank you for being
Thank you.
here. Dear viewers, we had with us Anoop Anand, Ayurvedic practitioner, and up next we have a report on a medical event. Stay tuned and we'll be right back.